ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to AS Astrology, and today's video will be about Aquarius Ascendant. And I know I'm quite late with the Ascendant series, but yeah, I'm finally here. I was just being a lazy person. Yeah, sorry for that. Okay, so Aquarius Ascendant. So first of all, the technique is similar. What we have to do is we have to see that which house is coming to the ascendant. So here the original 11th house is coming to the ascendant. Now what does 11th house means? 11th house is the house of gains, your social network circle, your desires. So one thing you'll observe with Aquarius ascendant people is that such people have huge amount of desires and dreams in life. They want to achieve something really big in life. So 11th house is also related to social network circle. So you might be thinking, and mostly it is said that Aquarius ascendant people are the people who represent themselves out in society, who are very much social. But you know, that is a kind of misconception, you can say. Because basically what I have seen in my experience is that Aquarius ascendant people are generally the most shy people in the beginning years of their life. They are extremely scientific, they are extremely intelligent, they know how to present themselves, but they have this shyness in them. They have that low self-esteem, low confidence in them in the early years, you can say in their teenage or when they are in their childhood. But I have seen such people growing and gaining their confidence with time in life. And most probably I have seen Aquarius ascendant or people with the Aquarius dominant placements, I have seen them be by their 30s, these people become extremely successful. By their 30s, these people, you'll see these people, they are either associated with medical field, or these people are CEOs of multinational companies, or you'll see these people associated with large organizations, handling a company on their own, doing meetings on their own, presenting themselves in in front of large population, or you can say a number of people. So they do that, but this is basically a struggle for them. They do that over the years. They build that confidence step by step over the years. And if such people are not related to medical field, then these people will be the ones who have multiple businesses. Because I have never seen Aquarius ascendant or Aquarius dominant person to just stick to one source of income. So they have multiple sources of income. Okay, and the other thing we'll observe is that the nakshatras which are involved in the sign of Aquarius, which is Dhanishta, Satabhishak and Purva Bhadrapada. Three of them, not Dhanishta actually, but Satabhishak is related to healing and astrology, studying stars, scientific research. So such people can also be scientists. They somehow have that interest in how stars work, how planetary positions are. And then Purva Bhadrapada, that is also, that nakshatra is ruled by Jupiter, so that is a very highly educated nakshatra. Such people have basically two images. They represent themselves out in public as a different person, and they are in their personal life, they are extremely different person. So one thing you will observe is that Aquarius people are the one that wherever they live, locally they are known to all the influential people in their society or wherever they are working. So they have a habit of being associated with the authorities. They are very good with charming the authorities basically. The other thing you will observe is since their second house is ruled by Pisces, these guys are very oblivion with their income. They are very oblivion with where to spend and how to spend. And they hardly care about their family assets. their family inheritance. They don't care a lot about it. You'll see Aquarius people will always be talking about making their own money, establishing by themselves, and not very much interested in getting from family or being into family business. This thing I've seen in actually a lot of charts. The other thing you'll see is such people can also be philanthropists. The Dhanishta nakshatra towards the Aquarius side is actually of philanthropists. They like to donate money. They sometimes they can even exhaust their own income just to help someone else, be it be family or be it be some friend circle or just people of lower caste. The other thing you'll see is that Aquarius people are quite confused with how to deal with their own family. Another thing you will see is that Aquarius ascendant people somehow at some point in their life will be associated with some spiritual organizations. They will be the one who donate their money to the spiritual organizations. Now, other thing you will observe is that the younger siblings of Aquarius ascendant people are quite impulsive, adventurous, into sports, and one thing you'll see is that Aquarius ascendant people are somehow indulged into some sort of competition with their younger sibling. They are very much, because you see Aries is wherever Aries sign falls, that is the area where your energy will be exerted. So such people are very much into their younger sibling, very much involved in the activities of their younger sibling. They have their mind towards their younger sibling, but a sort of competition goes on there. And the other thing you will see is whenever a Aquarius ascendant person is talking, they talk a lot about how to compete with someone, how to win in a battle, that kind of thing. And other thing you'll observe is such people travel a lot. Because of presence of Aries sign in the third house, they travel a lot. They can travel for leisure purposes or for work. It can be anyhow, but the travel is must in their life. Now, other thing you'll see is these people have mothers who are very much into valuing the traditions. A very sort of traditional mother, but dominant as well. Such people's mother will be the one who is very much into traditions and earthly pleasures. And somehow the sense of traditions comes to them through their mother. And their mother is very much into accumulating security and accumulating assets for her family. Now, another thing you'll see is that such people are very communicative with their children. These people are also very good with the arts, but a lower form of arts, not like Gemini. The sign of Gemini falls in the 5th house. 5th house is basically the house of dramatic arts. It is the house of cinema, but the sign of Gemini is more so like a YouTuber or like someone who represents themselves in social media. And these people can do very well in shares. But they can have quasi results when they are investing in shares. They want quick results from shares. So you will see such people investing in quick shares or quick trading. And you'll see their children are also very much communicative. So they have a very communicative and childlike relationship with their children. And you'll see whenever they are in a romantic relationship, they tend to be very experimentative. So since 5th house is the house of our intelligence and there falls the sign of Gemini, what does that means is that such people are very quick in thinking. These people are very quick with what to do, how to do, and specifically marketing. They have a natural talent of marketing. They are generally very convincing people, and they behave very immaturely in their love encounters. Now, other thing you'll observe is that the only conflict, the only thing that can lead an Aquarius into conflicts is their motherly nature. Whenever they express their emotions, because you see, the sign of Aquarius is said to be the duplicate sign of Cancer. Whereas Cancer is a motherly sign, it is a sign of giving nourishment, emotions, sensitivity. Aquarius is the wild side of Cancer, basically. So what happens is that Aquarius people are very wild with their emotions. When they express, they have a weird and eccentric way of expressing their emotions. You'll see Aquarius people are actually very, they have expanding horizons of their thinking. You won't see an Aquarius ascendant person or an Aquarius dominant person to think within a box. Their thinking is always out of the box. They will be the persons who will actually set trends for other people. One, the nakshatra of Anuradha. Second, the sign of Aquarius. These are the people who have their own level of thinking, and they are very innovative with their thinking. They are very innovative people. But their emotions, their sensitivity, and their mother-like nature, the wild side of it, I must say, that can lead them into conflict. And in the matter of marriage as well, that is the cause that these people are actually so much helpful to other people that sometimes they don't understand the limit. So that is why they get into conflict with their spouse about it. Now, other thing you will see is that their spouse is going to be a proudy woman or man. A person who has a lion-like personality, who can never be bowed down. So marriage life for Aquarius ascendant people is quite obviously similar to the Leo sign, because the sign of Leo falls in the 7th house. So both of them are individual people. Both of them cannot be tied down. Actually, they both are leaders. So they behave in their own leadership way. So that's why there comes a conflict between those two. So, certainly we assume and we feel that a marriage life is where two people come together and then they work on things. But it's not the case with the sign of Leo and the sign of Aquarius. Both of them will be doing their separate things and behaving separately. That's the way how the mechanism is. So Aquarius people and Leo people should understand this thing, that the other person has their own views and we have their own views. We need to just respect each other's place, and then you are good to go with your marriage life. Other thing you will see is that your spouse will have some gastric issues. And they'll have huge appetite. And your spouse will like to spend a lot on clothes or branded products. But your spouse is going to be very budgetary with how much you guys are saving, how much you guys are accumulating, as in the form of joint assets. So Aquarius ascendant people will have in-laws who are quite budgetary, logical with how to spend money, where to spend money. Those people can also be into service, but this is not necessary. We need to see the planetary placements for that. Because of the sign of Virgo in the 6th house, in the 8th house, such people can receive criticism from their in-laws. And Aquarius people actually tend to hide their critical behavior their logical behavior. They like to be secretive with it. And these people are also very secretive with what is happening in their work life. Other thing you'll observe is such people's father is a person who is always trying to balance his relationships in life. One thing these people are going to, take as a lesson from their gurus and from their teachers and from their father is how to balance and how to negotiate when you are in a relationship or when you are making a contract in terms of your business. So the father of Aquarius ascendant people is very good with negotiations and making contract. A perfect businessman, you can say. And their father or their teachers will have a habit of spending long hours in the shower. And you'll see one more thing, that somehow whenever you gift your father a pair of shoes, or you yourself get a pair of shoes from your father, eventually you will travel long distance. Secretly, Aquarius ascendant people want to have a spouse who has similar traits to their father. Even if Aquarius ascendant people hate their father, does not have a good relationship with their father, but somehow they look for a spouse who has the sense and the qualities what their father has. Now, other thing you will see is Aquarius ascendant people, they can be associated with the professions that are transformative. Like in the very beginning, I told that you'll see Aquarius people being in the medical field. So because of Scorpio being in the 10th house, the medical field is about, digging, surgeries, all of that. Or these people can be in some business where they have to extract something and transform it into something new. So that is the case with their profession. But they have to be very careful with the authorities. They can somehow be backstabbed by authorities in their life or in their career specifically. And you'll see such people do not have very good relationship with their authorities or with government as well. So they have to be very careful with that. They'll somehow land into such type of jobs where the authority or the boss is very sensitive and very secretive. So somehow they'll not understand what does that man wants. Okay, so and their career does involves some transformation. So 34th year for Aquarius ascendants is going to be a transformative year for them. And specifically this transformation will trigger due to their career or due to their social image. Now, other thing you will observe is such people basically have a huge expanding social network circle. They like to associate with people, those who are very philosophical, and somehow they add up to their knowledge. But these people can actually deal with social circle in which people are very fatalistic with their approach, fatalistic with their views. Okay, but such people gain a lot from their career. They are the people who work hard to fulfill their desires, but the success or the desires are fulfilled after the age of 30. The other thing you'll observe is that Aquarius ascendant people are very restricted with their imagination. Such people are actually quite focused on what they want and how they want to achieve it. So their imagination is not all over the place. Just like the sign of other signs, like the sign of Aries, their imagination is all over the place. Like Cancer, they are also like thinking so much, and they have multiple things going around in their mind. But Aquarius people are like that they are quite focused. They know what is to be done. They are very calculative with their imagination. You won't see such people imaginating something which cannot be done. These people are very practical with what they think and what they are imagining in the back of their mind also. So such people can actually be good writers. They can be good writers, but actually corporate writers. And such people are very restricted with their bed pleasures as well. They don't want to be involved with anyone. It takes a lot of hard work for them to get involved into bed pleasures. And if they are, they will be very committed to that person. So yeah guys, this was my analysis on Aquarius Ascendant. So this is basically a foundational level predictions. Of course, with the nakshatras and with the planets, more of the predictions add up to it. Okay, so yeah, I hope this was helpful. And if you guys would like to have a personal reading from me, check out the link below, and under the reading section you can book a personal reading for yourself. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.